Warning, this video contains footage of rat poop. Don't watch if you're eating or have a nervous disposition. Hello. I found out that rats have taken residence in my allotment shed, out of sight, where they've wreaked havoc and made a mess.
Found Mr. Rat in my chest of drawers, and I know it wasn't there last month because I looked through these drawers looking for something. So in the last month it's been here and it's made a right bloody mess. And it's just pooped on everything. And not only has it pooped on all the drawers, I don't think it'll show, but all this area is full of poop as well. So all this area, we need to take everything out. And it's been trying to bite into this box and get into what was in there. But fortunately I don't think it's got that far. But that's annoying. I've got enough jobs to do without having to clean up after bloody rats. But it's got to be done, so all this stuff has got to be taken out and everything's swept out and clean. And of course I've got all this wood in here drying, and it's a wet weekend. It's just stopped raining today because I came to get something from these chest of drawers on Friday afternoon just before I was leaving, and I had to go, and that's when I discovered this. But I had to go and come back, so I couldn't deal with it on Friday. Yesterday it was raining and I was sitting at home thinking, this is what I've got to deal with on Sunday morning. Right, I'm not going to film too much of that because you don't want to see me cleaning poop, but I think some of this stuff I'll just bin. I'm not keeping this stuff, but I think the door handles and things will be alright, but everything else is for the bin. Not being content with messing up one chest of drawers, it's made a mess in this one as well. This one had some stuff in front of it, so I hadn't been in to have a look in these drawers, and it's made a mess in here as well, I think. But I didn't have anything for it to nest in. But this one had the sheet that I used as a sunscreen for plants, so it's obviously had a good go in there. But oh bloody hell, I'm not happy. And I know it's a rat for sure, because when I was pulling out this middle chest of drawers, it jumped out and scurried across that way, but I had my hands full, so I saw it but I couldn't do anything about it. I was wondering how they managed to get into this one, because this is right up against the wall, but there are gaps in the brickwork, so they must have got in through here. Somehow there's that little bit of a gap there. That's all it needs. It's like 1.5 centimetres, so it's not much. And that's all the rats needed to get into this one. The other one was obviously resting on this pallet, so they could get in under the pallet there, go up there and get in. This one should have been rodent proof, but wasn't. I'll learn for next time. This drawer is quite mouldy on the bottom, and you can see how much damage they've done. They've been peeing in it all this time, so I'm really wondering whether to use this again. With those chest of drawers gone from these two spots, that gives me a lot of room in the shed, so I might be better off with just normal shelving that things can't nest in. Those chest of drawers are nice, but don't want them being used as a toilet for wildlife. Well, not wildlife really, vermin. So I don't know whether to put it back in here. I'll think about it. But I've got to clear this spot first. Feels like yesterday I was clearing all the rubbish out of this shed. I thought, well, I won't have to do that again. But here we are again, thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Rat. Right, this chest of drawers is back where the other one was. I've given away the one that was here. So now under this window there's the door, so as you walk in there's this chest of drawers. Now these top two drawers the rats hadn't been in, but these bottom three the rats have been in. I've sort of cleaned them, but I haven't disinfected them because I want to see if the rats come back, and if they do come back then this chest of drawers will go, because I don't want a home for rats in here. So I'll see how it goes. I'm not going to use it apart from the top as a table. This other one is okay. I've put lots of things like nails and things in this one so that the rats can't really get in and do any damage. And then these top ones are open, so again they can't really do much here because they're open. I don't think they'll nest in that, but they're like the sort of drawers that they can just sort of sit in and do their business. So I don't think they'll start nesting in there again, but I'm not going to use that and see what happens. So now I've got to deal with these things, and then once I clear this area I can put the wood here, and then I can clear this area. This rack, when it's like everything else in this allotment, it's cockeyed, but used to have hooks on it, so I can put some hooks in here. Maybe summertime will cut, and once I've cleared this I will put something similar to that so I can hang my tools, and then I don't need the drawers for tools and things. I can hang them and possibly put a shelf there, something here I could use. So I'll see what I can do. I don't think the chest of drawers was a good idea, but then I didn't think of rats nesting in it. Once I put some hooks there so I can hang some of the tools and things, and maybe one or two shelves up there, then there'll be nowhere for the rats to nest. Just a stink of rat poo. It's just overpowering really, but I've got to deal with it. Got to sort it.
I had to move out the pallet and all the other bits of wood so that I could get to the floor and give it a good clean.
This pallet. It's started to rot, and it's covered in rat poo, so it's going to get burnt. Okay, well that's cleaned. This floor is always damp, so before I put the wood here I'll put some bricks, and then I'll put this barrier on top of the bricks, and then I'll put the wood on top of that. So I'll do that and I'll show you that as we go. I've doubled over this piece of membrane because it's too long and I didn't want to cut it, so it'll do. Okay, I've put all of that wood over on this side, and that area is clear apart from these 4 long pieces that need to go up into the roof space, but they're too big to go here, so the rest are in here. So that's tidied up. There was something had some water in it, because as soon as I lifted it up it tipped over, so that's why the floor is wet. But I'm happy with that. That's organised. Now once I build the beds and things, all this will be done and gone, so once that's out of the way, then I can organise my tools along this wall.
This was partly my own fault. I've spent so much time on the other plot. I haven't spent as much time on this plot and hadn't checked the drawers for ages. If I had, I would have spotted the problem earlier. That's allotment gardening for you. Sometimes you get caught out by something unexpected. In the next video, I continue to prepare the ground for the new raised beds. So goodbye for now, and come back soon.